I am the feminine nailhead. And oh yes, I do exist down on Skid Row. I symbolize the women of Skid Row, seeking to keep our heads above the water, seeking to raise our kids, be good mothers, and watch them grow up. We got families, and we love our children, and we gotta be strong to survive the nickel. It's a struggle to keep our femininity down here. You see, Skid Row don't discriminate by gender. It's hard on males and females, and that's a fact. Don't think you know me just because I live down here. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to better myself. You don't know me. I have dreams and aspirations just like you.
My name is Wisehead, and I'm a nailhead. Just like a nail, I've been hit on, bent but not broken, and put in all kind of dark and tight spaces, just like the homeless. I symbolize the homeless population. Foxes, birds, cats, and dogs, even they got a past. That's what make me mad. Dreams turn into nightmares, junkies dripping off the view. A view from 1 to 4. One life-giving creative spirit, the oneness of all. In other words, we in this together. 2, duality, the dual nature of human beings. 2 kind of people in the recovery zone. Those that need to be here with their support services, the others just pass through. 3, the 3 modes of nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance. The 3 major religions to spearhead the effort and form the 4 points of the compass. Universality. Make it universal. I'm a nailhead, strong as steel, the glue that holds things together. The foundation on which you stand. I'm a nailhead and I'm homeless in my mind. Standing in place and marking time. An endless journey going nowhere. Riding on a train, going in circles. In the language of dreams, things are never what they seem. Are you one of a kind, tripping off the view? Because you're homeless in your mind. Standing in place and marking time. Homeless in the city of angels. Angels without mercy, it seems. You care more about your animals than your fellow human beings. Now, at one time, the cats and dogs lived in the streets, and the boxes and alleyways was their home. Now they have flipped the script where the cats and dogs live in the houses, and the people live in the boxes and alleyways. Now, how did that happen? Do you think it's right for the animals to live in the houses and the people to live in the streets?
So I walked over to the cat, and he said, "You know, sis, I see you out there struggling to survive, and I want to give you some advice." I'm like, "You sound like a giant cat to me, like you know what you're talking about." And the cat said, "Meow. I ain't the one homeless and living in a box. That was mean." So he went on to say, "You know, when they first took us out of the jungle, we ended up living in boxes, staying out late at night, going through trash cans looking for food. And we said, this ain't gonna work. We got to come up with a game plan, something simple and something practical. And now, we live in the best houses. This is my advice to you. Treat people right, and eventually, they're gonna treat you right. Be nice to people, and eventually, they're gonna be nice to you. And look, check this out. Try to have a positive attitude, because the only place you're gonna get with a negative attitude is where you're at right now. And that's nowhere. And remember this, you hardly ever see cats living on the street.
My name is Prison Head, and I am a nailhead. I was once part of the living dead. I did my time. Now, they want my mind. Before they caged the body, they caged the mind. They captured the soul by breaking the spirit with negative thoughts on nothing. Can you cage a thought or capture the wind? It's not the prison guards with guns, but inmates and convicts who refuse to become one. No positive light. The prisoner's cage, the locks of the mind, negativity, and self-hate. A refusal to be a positive light. Jealous of the next person because they want to live right. Like a person without sight, darkness into the middle of the night. The real prisons are scales of the mind, locks of negativity standing in place and marking time. Those who challenge every positive thought, ask them why. Is it to hold you back? Without a doubt. But it is the system that caged the body. But first they caged the mind. You hold the key to a positive mentality. Free yourself with positive thoughts. Don't be afraid to dream. Don't let your dreams become a nightmare.
I love children, family life, and all that stuff you see on TV.
You better get out of that TV world and get real.
Who said that?
I said, you know who I am. I'm the one who looks out for those children who can't look out for themselves.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Social Worker. I'm down here because I have made some bad choices. But I'm not going to let you beat me down with your negative thoughts and your too many forms. You're just trying to find out about me because you don't know about yourself.
What do you mean?
I have faith in God and in the goodness of human beings. And believe me, this situation is just a temporary test, and I do plan to pass.
Negative thoughts are prisons of the mind, standing in place and marking time. Like the darkness of the soul, a ball of confusion, the truth must be told. Can't you see? Only the truth can make you free. Positive thoughts are healing for the soul. Free the mind and the body will follow. Before they cage the body, they cage the mind. It's not the prison guards with guns, but inmates and convicts who refuse to become one. Negative thoughts of nothing. Taking honey from a bee. Make you kill your brother because you failed to see. Look in the mirror and see yourself. But you hold the key to a positive mentality. That's the key. So unlock the door and come back to me. Merge with the totality of mentality. Take a vacation from madness, a trip from sadness. See the light, hope, and gladness. Days without night. Can you cage a thought or capture the wind? It's all an illusion, but I'll say it again. Can you cage a thought or capture the wind?
The cat was gone. But, see, I remembered something that he had said. You don't hardly ever see cats living on the street. And that's what I mean about the joke being on me. See, there is something wrong with a society that cares more about its animals than its fellow human being.
The mix is really great in the mix. I am in the